We have a trader who turned $40,000 to $280,000 in just 4 hours. Someone turned 4.6k to 45k overnight, and we have a trader who owes the broker $43,000 and is going to sue Fidelity. And we are once again starting off with an insane gain by DBO199523, who in the last two videos firstly turned just 7k into $90,000 in just 4 hours, then he made $50,000 in just an hour, and lastly he went all in and made $165,000. He made all those gains with 0 days till expiry options, and as crazy as it sounds, he didn't stop and is somehow banked with 2 more insane gains. On March the 22nd, he made more than $100,000 because he bought 40k worth of 0 days till expiry SPY puts with a striking price at $395 at 2:30 PM on Wednesday, when it was trading at $400.50. He almost a break when it went back up after 20 minutes and hit $402. He held until the last few minutes of the day though, like a and ended up 100k plus, and since his last few posts he withdrew a bit over 200k. I honestly don't know how he still hasn't lost at all. I mean, he's constantly trading with 0 days till expiry options and makes huge gains in a short time frame. And like I said, he made 2 gains and the second one is even crazier. 0 days till expiry jackpot, $280,000 in 4 hours. Now this would already be an insane gain if he YOLO the previously made 100k and turned it into 280k, but in all honesty it's even crazier, because at open he unfortunately YOLO'd into puts and SPY took off, so he sold for a 40k loss and had about 40k left over. So after about an hour of SPY breaching $399, he figured he'd reposition his puts and bought 1200 0 days till expiry SPY puts with a striking price at $395 around 11 AM on Thursday. He held until SPY hit just under $393 and sold for $280,000 of profit. He wishes he held like 5 minutes longer because it dropped 2 more bucks, but knowing himself he probably would have held through that weird ass pump at the end of the day and lost his gains. Now by how much do you think he's up in this year by gambling on 0 days till expiry options? He has made a bit over 500k. His biggest loss was in 2020 and he lost 150k in a week just gambling on earnings. He'd put 10k into 15 different earnings plays, and after market close they would move the exact opposite way. Painful, but now he stays away from earnings and has blossomed into a 0 days till expiry gambler. The way he trades is so regarded and yet he's somehow in profit. Honestly, just huge respects to him and hopefully he breaks a milli. Next up we have a huge gain by the Wolf of Losses. I know the deal, congrats and me. I'll revive too. As you can see, he's up by more than $69,000 because he bought a lot of GameStop shares and calls with striking prices at $20, $25 and $48.75 and expiration dates in March, April and December. I especially like the first gain which he bought the day before for 4.6k and turned it into 45k overnight. And he's up because GameStop went up by almost 50% on Tuesday after reporting first quarterly profit in 2 years. He sold the calls with a striking price at $20 and $25 and he's still holding his shares and calls that expire in December. Otherwise he's still down by 32% or 92k and he's heavily in Bed Bath & Beyond now. He thinks it's next to pop. He's still holding GME shares, but he put his profits into buying the BBB white dip. Well, hopefully he makes back his remaining losses. Anyway, next up we have an insane loss by Alien Emperor. In the past 3 days she lost around 80k, from 40k to negative 43k. As we can see here to date she's down by 373% or negative 60k, and her investment in Signature Bank is down by 100% or $73,132.41. She wants to sue Fidelity for the losses and wants her lawyer to negotiate debt with them from 43k to somewhere lower. Suing the broker almost never works, and with lawyer fees between 4 and 8k, it looks like she'll be just digging herself a deeper hole. Still, I wish her good luck. Next we have a huge gain by L33 and 1XU5, who's thanking you for hodling for him as he turned just 24k into $252,000 because he bought GameStop call options with striking prices at $16.50, $20.50 and $23.50 and expiration dates on March the 31st. Besides the GME calls, he also bought some ChargePoint calls and S&P Homebuilder CTF puts, and apparently this guy predicted 53 of the previous 9 runs. He also deletes his due diligence whenever his predictions don't come true and subsequently moves goalposts, basically the Michael Burry of GME. Next up we have a huge loss by Happy New. Please help, I have not slept in days. This is everything I have, I'm devastated. I was told this stock would be $1 soon. Should I get out? As we can see, he's down by 47% or $94,444.40 because he put his whole account into FRC stock at an average cost of $23.82. He's asking if he should just bid the bullet and sell it. He's usually a Tesla day trader and greed got the best of him. He has until the end of April to recover or he would be wiped out. He also has a little over 100k left, so I honestly don't know why he has until the end of April, but I still wish him good luck. Well, next we have a huge gain by Tax and Collector, who risked $900 to make $15,000. He bought 25 GameStop calls with a striking price at $20 and expiration date on March 24th, basically betting on the earnings report. Luckily he was right and made a very nice return. Next we have a huge loss by Get Rich Quick, I don't care how. He thinks this is the last straw. He's exhausted and tired and doesn't think he can keep going. As you can see, just today he's down by 70% or $23,372.10 and is left with around 9.6k. In reality he's down from 120k to 4k, and in some part he's down by so much because he bought 200 SPY put options with a striking price at $387 and expiration date on March 21st. And he has a history of gambling, as just 18 days ago he bought around 10k worth of 1 day till expiry SPY puts and he even made a profit. Otherwise he has around 100k in cash earning interest, so I don't really know why this loss is the last straw. Next up we have a huge gain by Airman on Wall Street, who's up by 37% or around 4.6k because he bought 8 SPY put options with a striking price at $414, an expiration date on April the 6th. He's just a kid, so 14k is his life savings. He also gave a shout out to all the adopters in his last YOLO post, but he didn't sell to secure his profits and was later down by 50%. He continued holding and he luckily sold them for 4.5k of profit. And last but not least we have a huge loss by Fire Your Advisor, who's down by 87% and is hoping the banks fall apart over the weekend. And he's down by so much because he bought 500 SPY puts with a striking price at $385 and an expiration date on March 27th. He bought them on Friday, so he pretty much lost 87% or $30,000 in just a day. And more specifically, he bought them when Yellen called the emergency meeting and he thinks Deutsche Bank might go under over the weekend. And if he somehow makes a profit, it will all go into crypto. And if you want to see how this trader turned just $160 to $20,000 over the weekend, click on the video that just popped up. And if that is not enough, smash the subscribe button as it will help me out a lot in reaching my goal of 600 subscribers. If you have any questions or recommendations, leave them in the comments down below, and thanks for watching.